Hello everyone, welcome to this yoga practice session for sciatica or lower back issues. Let's begin the session with the Shanti mantra or the opening prayer. If you know the mantra, you can chant it with me, otherwise just simply listen to me. Come to a comfortable seated position. You can just sit cross-legged the way I am sitting. Close your eyes, keep your back straight and spine erect. Bring your hands in front of your chest and let's begin. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Release your hands and place them back on your knees and slowly blink open your eyes. So we are going to do some gentle movements for the next few minutes for sciatica or lower back pain. Remember that sciatica is only a symptom, not really a diagnosis. So our practices are going to simply involve some very gentle movements, no forceful movements or no forced stretches here. The more we strengthen or ease the tension around our spine on the lower back area, the better it is for sciatica. And always remember that during the practice, if you experience any kind of a sharp pain or a numbness or any tingling sensation down your leg, please observe caution and feel free to just relax and stop that particular practice at that moment. Okay, and always remember to keep breathing slowly, and this you can do these practices at your own pace. There's no need of going very fast. It's just meant to make you comfortable. Okay, with that, let's get started. First, lie down on your mats in the supine position, that is on your back. Fold your knees. Bring your feet close to your buttocks. Your palms are simply resting on the ground. The first few practices we are going to do are pelvic tilts. Okay, so I'm just going to explain them as we go. So your spine has a natural curve to it. If you notice, when you're lying down, there is a small gap on the lower back side between the ground and your spine. So pelvic tilts are simply going to involve you pressing your back into the ground like this, making sure that your back is flat on the ground. It's almost like you're tilting your pelvis inward. Okay, so let's do a few movements of your pelvic tilts. You can place your palms on your pelvis the way I'm doing it. First inhale, and as you exhale, tilt your pelvis down, that is flatten your back onto the ground. Inhale, release, exhale, flatten again, inhale, release. It's almost like you're tilting your pelvis inwards towards the ground. We do this for about 10 rounds, flattening and releasing, flattening and releasing. This helps in decompressing your spine and ease any tension in the muscles around the spine. If you place your hands on your pelvis, you can feel the movement of your pelvis. Remember to keep breathing. Okay, relax. The next pelvic tilt is similar. What we are going to do here is we are going to tilt our pelvis the way we did in the previous round, But along with that, you're going to squeeze your buttocks and slowly lift your tailbone off the ground just a little bit. Not too high, very, very low, just above the ground. And you're going to release and release the pelvic tilt. Okay? So let's do about 10 rounds of this. First, inhale, and as you exhale, tilt your pelvis, squeeze your butt, lift your tailbone up and down and release. Tilt, squeeze your butt, lift your tailbone up, down, release. About 8 more rounds at your own pace. Remember, you don't have to lift up too high. You're simply lifting only your tailbone off the ground. Remember, squeezing your buttock always helps to give that protection to your lower back while you're in your practice. This particular pelvic tilt with your tailbone raised not only helps decompress your spine, but it also helps in strengthening your glute muscles, which are very important for maintaining a healthy spine. Last 2 rounds. Okay, relax. Place your palms beside your body and just observe if you can feel any changes in that area in your lower back spinal region. We'll move on to the third pelvic tilt. So here we're going to tilt our pelvis, lift your tailbone like we did earlier, but in addition to that, we are also going to lift our toes up and rest only on our heels. Okay? So let's do this together. First, take a long inhalation. Exhale, tilt your pelvis down, lift your tailbone up and rest on your heels. Your toes are off the ground. And down and release. About 10 rounds here. Up and down. Here you can exhale while lifting up, or you can also inhale while lifting up. It doesn't matter. Just breathe normally. And remember to squeeze those buttocks. Feel your thigh muscles also being engaged here, along with your glutes. Again, great practice to decompress that spine and strengthen those muscles around the spine and ease that tension on the nerve that causes sciatica. Last 2. And final one. Lower your legs down and relax. Spread your hands. And observe the changes in your spinal region, your glutes, your legs, your thighs, your pelvis, your hips. Feel if basically that area has warmed up. Whenever you're ready, turn over to one side, come up into a seated position before we move on to the next few set of exercises. Okay, so the next one we are going to do some cat cows and a couple of variations of those. Come onto your mat onto a tabletop position. Your palms are directly below your shoulders. Your knees are directly below your hips. Just take a moment here and feel the neutrality of your spine. Just feel how your body feels in this position. And now as you inhale, drop your belly down, arch your back and look up gently. Don't sink in too much. These are meant to be very gentle movements. Exhale, hump your back up, arch your spine up, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, chin to chest. 3 more rounds. Inhale, come to a mild cow position and exhale, arch your back up into a mild cat position. Couple more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Come back to the neutral position. The next cat-cow variation or Marjalasana is going to be raising your opposite hands and legs together at the same time and looking up. Okay, let's do it together. Inhale, raise your right leg up and left hand up and look up. Exhale, bring your elbow and your knees together, chin to chest. Inhale, up and exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you can do this at your own pace because everybody's breathing synchronization is different. Everybody's pace is different. When you're in your 5th round, inhale, hold the position there, your arms and leg up for a few moments. Keep breathing. And exhale, knee to elbow and back to tabletop. Let's do this on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg and right hand up and look up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Continue for 5 rounds at your own pace. Feel the changes in your legs, in your hips, in your arms. Such an excellent practice again to give you some spinal flexibility and a great warm-up exercise for pretty much any yoga practice, not just sciatica. Last round. Inhale, hold there for a few moments. Exhale, knee to elbow and relax in child's pose just for a few moments. Collapse your shoulders, drop your abdomen onto your thighs, forehead to the ground, hands stretched out, and take a couple of deep breaths here. Okay, whenever you're ready, come back up onto your tabletop position again. The next one, we are going to do what's called the fire hydrant pose. So from the tabletop position, we're simply going to be lifting one knee at a time laterally to the sides, okay, making sure that your core is always engaged and your glutes or your buttock is squeezed. Inhale, squeeze your buttocks, lift your right knee up such that your thighs are parallel to the ground. Exhale, back down. 5 rounds each side. Inhale and exhale. At your own pace. Make sure that your knees are always in line and your right knee is not going beyond or in front of your left knee. They need to be in one single plane. You probably have started to feel the burn a little bit in your glutes. Once you're done with 5 rounds, switch over to the other side. Inhale, lift your left knee up laterally. Exhale, down. When your knees are lifted, make sure that your weight is distributed equally on both your hands. This helps you avoid toppling over to one side. And when you're done, relax in child's pose. Drop your hips on your heels, abdomen on your thighs. Stretch your hands out, forehead to the ground. Relax your shoulders. And take 2 long deep breaths here. And whenever you're ready, moving on, let's lie down on our sides. Make sure that your shoulder is in line with your elbows and relax your shoulders. No shrugging your shoulders up, down, front or forward. Simply relax them. Make sure your hips are stacked one on top of the other. No bending, no moving back or forward. They're simply one on top of the other. Now your right hand is placed in front of your chest like this. Bend your knees generously. Make sure your heels are touching each other. This is your clamshell exercise. As you inhale, you're going to lift your right knee up, keeping your heels touching each other. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale and exhale. 3 more rounds. Again, squeezing your buttock here will really help. And you can start to feel your glute muscles being worked. Moving on to the other side. Make sure your body is straight. Shoulders directly below your elbow. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift your left knee up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And relax. Lie down on your back and relax in Shavasana for a few moments. It's important to relax those muscles after intense practice. This is not a very intense practice, but relaxation always feels good, isn't it? Next, we'll do some supine leg raises. So in your Shavasana position, bring your legs together, hands beside your body. Place your palms firmly on the ground. As you inhale, actually before that, bend one knee, bend your left knee, and we're going to lift our right leg up 90 degrees. Okay? Inhale, lift your right leg up 90 degrees or as much as possible, keeping your knee straight. Exhale, down. 5 rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Slowly bring your leg down. Don't drop it down with a jerk. Inhale. Engage your core. Feel the muscles in your core working a little bit to lift your leg up. Two more rounds. Remember, at any point of time, if you feel a discomfort in your lower back, just stop the practice and relax. Okay, the other side, bend your right knee, straighten out your left leg, inhale, lift your left leg up 90 degrees, exhale, down. Practice with awareness. That makes a ton of difference when you're focused, when you're paying attention to those areas of the body that are being strengthened or stretched, or simply where the tension is being released. And relax. Lower your right leg, relax in Shavasana for a few moments. Next one, we'll do the bridge pose or Setubandhasana. Very, very effective for your lower back and also for sciatica. Bend your knees, bring your feet close to your buttocks, not very close, slightly away from your buttocks, and your feet are about hip width distance apart. Palms are simply facing the ground. Now, as you inhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis, squeeze your buttock and lift your hips up as high as possible. Remember, don't overdo it, just as much as you're comfortable. Exhale, slowly drop your hips back to the ground and release the pelvic tilt. 4 more rounds. Inhale, lift up, squeeze those buttocks. Exhale, down. Continue. It helps if your body movements are synchronized with your breath here. It just gives you that focus on your breath as well, and makes your breath long and deep, helping these physical practices. Last round. Inhale, go up and stay there just for a few moments if you want. If you feel any discomfort, feel free to come back down. Exhale, back down, release and relax. Drop your knees, feet apart, palms facing the ceiling, and relax. Before we end the practice, we'll just massage the spine a little bit and ease out any tension that might have been built through this practice. Bring your feet together, bend your knees and bring your knees to your chest. You can use your hands on your knees like this. You can simply stay in this position, feeling your spine being decompressed, any tension being released in the muscles. If you want, you can gently massage the spine by swinging side to side. Whatever feels comfortable for you today and whatever makes you feel good. And release and relax. Drop your legs slowly down to the ground and lie down in Shavasana again. You can adjust yourself to make yourself comfortable. If you want, you can turn your neck over to one side if that feels more comfortable, or you can just maintain a neutral neck. As you're inhaling, feel the abdominal movements. Feel those muscles go up as you inhale. And feel those abdominal muscles collapse and sink in as you exhale. Observe your spine. Observe whether these movements made the muscles around the spine relax or stretched or burn. Whatever it is that you may be feeling. And whenever you're ready, turn over to one side, take the support of one hand and come back up onto a seated position. Namaste and thank you everybody for joining today's yoga practice. If you're able to practice at least 2 or 3 of these exercises on a daily basis at your own pace, slowly, remember less is often more, especially for lower back or sciatica pain, then I think it's going to help you a great deal. But remember, have patience.